Warning, warning, danger, danger. This video contains the application of music as a metaphor for life. Be prepared for a lengthy study of the opening of the etude, and then applications for living. If you can't handle that, then just proceed to the next video with the performance of Orefici Melodic Study number 8. I want you to imagine that you are a B-flat note. Now, you've been brought into this world as a B-flat note, and really you don't know much about your purpose as a B-flat note, your position as a B-flat note, and how you relate to others as a B-flat note. In fact, right now as a B-flat note, you don't even know if you're a low B-flat on the bassoon or high B-flat. You don't even know which octave of B-flat note you are. You don't know if you're in a symphony or if you're in an Orefici study. You're just simply a B-flat note. Well, we're going to start looking at context and purpose and ending and all of that. And this is a great study because this is a study that's all about goals, that is all about context, that is all about understanding. Well, here is the music for the opening of the Orefici study. We can see that the key of the study is in B-flat major. So, as a B-flat note, you're probably thinking, well, this is wonderful. I am the most important note in the piece. The key signature is even named after me. Too often, however, we deceive ourselves and think we are of the most importance in life. However, Orefici educates us in the opening that B-flat is not a focus in the beginning. So here you are, you're a B-flat, and the composition doesn't even start with you. Doesn't even start on your note. You were not the first note. Think how disappointing. I'm a B-flat, and there are no B-flats yet in this piece. What's going on? I haven't even appeared yet. Let's go to the next phrase. We have two B-flats here. And these B-flats, however, function in different ways. The first B-flat, not rhythmically emphasized, it tends to be that smaller notes move towards the longer notes. And metrical emphasis, that is where it appears in the measure, is very important. So that second B-flat is a little more important than the first B-flat, and therefore that first B-flat needs to move to the second. Let's go on. There's a B-flat that is in this scale ascending. Again, the context is that B-flat in relation to the other is part of a scale. It's part of the melody, but it's not as prominent and it's important. It's not the goal. That B-flat is not the goal. So the opening of this Orefici contains several gestures. I'll call a gesture a two-measure grouping that group to phrases. Let's call those phrases four measures. And then the phrases then go to a period of 8 measures. Each of these is hierarchically arranged. It's strategically arranged. There's a goal, there's a direction, there's a telos to all of this, a movement to this. Each of these pairing of notes, I've reduced the melody to the simple pairings here, and we expect it to go to end on the B flat. But, Orefici doesn't do that. Instead, he maneuvers around the B flat. This prominent B flat, this B flat that should be so emphasized, is yet hidden and not yet revealed. Those B flats are just in a way passing. We have this appoggiatura above what we should have had. Should have had two B flats here, but instead, it gives us an appoggiatura, a delay, an emphasis going to the next B flat. This ends then that first phrase. This ends that other gesture that is coming. And we still haven't gotten to the B flat. And what happens? He doesn't take us to the ending, the telos, the goal of this whole thing. Instead, he sweeps back up. We get back up to the F, and then we got to do it all again. So far, it's repeating like the beginning, and then we depart a little bit. Suddenly we get a lot of B flats, but they're not rhythmically stressed. They're not on the downbeat. This is not yet the ending. This is not yet the telos that we're looking for. And there it is. There is that B flat that has been the goal of all that has gone on before. All that has happened before is this B flat. Are we done yet? No. That B flat, even though it's a completion of all that has come before, is yet a premonition of the fulfilled ending. It's yet just a part of that fulfilled ending in the piece. We find in the Hebrew Scriptures, Ecclesiastes 3:11, my favorite verse, that it says there, no one can find out what God does from beginning to ending. And you hear this poor little B flat, and you don't know the beginning and the ending of your composition. You're just a part of it. You're just a part of it some way in there. But that part is very important. If we're to leave out that B flat, there would be a hole in the composition. And it's needed, whether that B flat is a little grace note, whether that B flat is a harmonic support for others, so others can be in the limelight, the melody, and supporting, or whether that B flat is part of the ending. And this is the marvelous thing we see here in Orefici in this study, this telos, this direction from beginning to end. You as a performer need to step in, communicate how all of that works so that every note is part of that purpose, is part of that ending. Every note has a place to belong. Every note speaks at its time for what is great in this composition. Likewise, in your life, you have a place. You have a place in that eternal plan, and you are valued as a note. I don't want to leave out a B flat here, and I don't want to let you not fulfill your life and your purpose.